live in Houston. Ah, Tony, remember places and things?
I just barely do. Yeah.
Yeah, back when you could go to places and do things.
Yeah.
It was a different time then. So while we were there, we had a lot of fun. We went down to Specs, and I picked up this particular bottle just minutes before the show started. Welcome, one and all, to another premium spirits review. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E., here with my indomitable broadcast partner in inebriation, the one, the only,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe.
And we are here to finally get into this bottle of Del Maguey Single Village Mezcal, 100% Tobala Agave from... Remember how that village is said?
Oaxaca.
Mexico. And Tobala is a very different kind of agave. It's the rarest agave. It's only grown in shady areas at high altitudes, at low temperatures compared to most of the country of Mexico.
Sounds very specific.
Very specific. Very hard to come up with the growing conditions. Very hard to find. Very rare.
Wow.
And this is a Tobala Mezcal made in the village of Oaxaca, which I like the Del Maguey style of each different mezcal is a single village. Each village has their own style. There's one village, I don't believe it's this one, but they actually use a ceramic pot still, which is the same style that the Greeks were using in distillation 5,000 years ago. So every single village has their own little flair that they bring to mezcal, but this one is kind of recognized as one of their top ends, as one of the highest ends of the mezcal line from Del Maguey. And the fact that it's from such a rare plant and it takes such labor to get it, and it takes 4 Tobala agave to equal 1 normal agave. So you even have to find so much more. It's just, so there's a reason why this bottle is not cheap. It was $115 USD, but I had heard nothing but good about it, and I figured if we're going to try mezcal, do it right. And the one thing I do like about this one, no worm or anything, no gimmicks like that. That's a gimmick.
I don't remember a time I've ever had mezcal, so if I have, I don't recall it. So this is essentially my first real foray into mezcal, and apparently we're doing it at the top.
Yep. If you're going to do something, folks, I suppose you best do it right. And, oh, my Lord. Here we go.
All right.
There we go. Interesting smell. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really had a lot of mezcal in my life, but...
Oh, that is strong. I haven't even gotten it to my nose yet.
Oh, boy, that is strong.
Wow.
There's a lot going on here.
That's very intense.
That's complex.
Oh, that's a lot of different smells.
Just a bouquet of...
bundled.
I'm smelling greeneries. I'm smelling floral flowers. I'm smelling... roots.
I was just about to say like a very freshly dug up root of some sort. I was literally just about to say root. And a nice tingle on the nose. If you get nice and deep into it.
Grassiness, isn't there? It says that on the bottle, which is why I like.
It gets sweet if you get a good, hard, up close smell of it.
Just get up close and personal. Boy, this is going to be interesting.
Okay, well.
Shall we?
I think so. Well, I did not expect that at all.
It was smoky.
Oh, yeah,
Extremely minty.
Smoky minty on the back for sure.
That plant chlorophyll is there.
Yeah.
Like, I can't describe it any other way than just like, now this is going to be very specific, but one of the ways that in my cornfields, I can tell if a plant has enough potassium is you go out and you actually cut the stalk out. You take the white middle of the stalk and you chew on it. And if it's sweet, you have enough potassium in your soil. And this just kind of reminds me of that process. Like, there's that chlorophyll, there's that plant, grassy. Again, it just, my brain just imagines the color green drinking it. But yeah, it's like a very smoky, wow. I mean, there's like tequila qualities, there's scotch qualities.
I was thinking, yeah, that smokiness reminds me of a peated scotch, but in a slightly different way. And my goodness,
this is complex.
Yeah, there's a lot to unfold here. That immediate taste is almost like a citrusy soda, and then it kind of dissipates, and then you're left with that minty, woodsy,
that smokiness, minty, which I normally never like that combination, but this one pulls it off in a different way. Fascinating.
Orange peel, maybe.
Yeah, there's some like fruit expression. It doesn't
citrus,
know quite what.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
This is interesting. I don't know exactly what I was expecting, but this is out there. This is different. This is very different.
And it's extremely rare. Yeah. I mean, just because of how much effort has to go into it. So this one, again, I'm no expert in mezcals. I have a feeling this is fairly high up there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and say, because it's not fair to grade it as a mezcal, because we need to go a little deeper. And I think we got plenty of room in this bottle to do so and compare it to others. I would say we're just going to call this the top end mezcal for now, and it's basically the job of other mezcals to try and unseat this as the mezcal of extreme. But I think it's quite fair to grade it as a clear spirit. So this is going up against a lot of tequilas, a lot of vodkas, gins, white rums, a lot of different things in the world of clear spirits. So how would you rate this? Tough to rate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so complicated. It's like you don't even know where to start, begin, or middle, or end it.
I'll give it a 3.25 on clear.
3.25. And why do you give it that grade, sir?
Mostly because I didn't know what to expect, and this is very interesting. It's unique. It's complex, but I don't know what you would do with this other than drink it crisply like this.
This is a sipping.
Yeah.
Just really dig into it. Let a dram of it sit for 45 minutes and see if it opens up when you come back to it. This is the Connoisseur'S Drink. Like, this is I wouldn't mix this. I wouldn't even put this on the rocks. I sure as hell wouldn't cook with it. It's meant to be sipped and enjoyed neat, and that is how I will enjoy it. And so I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. I'm going to be a little more generous. I'm going to give this 4 stars.
Okay.
It's clear. Okay. Just because it's so unique in its class. Now, Sheldon.
I think the story and the uniqueness of it and the complex way they go about making it justify putting this on the top shelf. Yeah. It's unique enough that it's not something you're going to reach for every night anyway. So a good spot for it would be on the top shelf.
Yes, this is B1. It's a good conversation
bottle.
It's people, once you get them into the story, they're going to want to try a little bit of it. Yeah. And it's different. And just the rarity of its components does justify a top shelf.
And as a mezcal, I'll give it 5.
I agree. Just like when we gave Haku vodka 5 stars as a Japanese vodka. Hey, it's now technically there is another one out there, so we'll have to get into that. So this is an interesting one. Tony, if you were to see this, would you seek out a bottle of it?
Wouldn't be the first thing I'd look out for, but if I wanted something unique and different, I would definitely keep this in mind. But I would probably look for something else in the line to see how it compares to this.
I was going to say
before I got this
same thing. Is I would probably check out the other
Yeah.
mezcals in the Del Maguey just to see, because we have so little frame of reference.
Yeah.
that would be. But I got this recommended by a very good YouTuber. Shout out to Ralphie. He said that this is a good sipping mezcal for anybody that likes their single malts. And if you're a big fan of single malt, I could see how this would be a good mezcal because it's got the smoky, minty. It's got a lot of elements of Scotch that are given to you in a completely different way. But this is fascinating stuff. So, Tony, anything you'd like to say to the people?
No.
As I'm known to say around here, folks. All that being said, this has been our review of Del Maguey 100% Tobala Mezcal. Probably one of the finest mezcals on the planet and definitely a connoisseur's connoisseur drink. So, folks, like, share, subscribe. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
Tony fucking G.